So you've done a few lessons, you've been scouring the internet, you've been on YouTube like an internet crazy lady or crazy man, and you're on this journey of learning to surf. But how do you know what's on YouTube and what's on the internet is what you're meant to do or correct? So my suggestion is, whatever country you're in, find a surf school that's International Surfing Association accredited, so ISA accredited, and go and do a few lessons and get the techniques off them. What I teach here is pretty much what I learnt by being an ISA accredited surf instructor over the years. I've been doing that since the early 2000s, and that way you get sent on the correct path and you don't go off on a tangent doing the wrong thing and being lost. Kind of lost, like Gilligan, lost at sea. But anyway, today we're going to go on our journey of learning how to get from the whitewash out into the green waves and how to navigate through the lineup, and maybe have a talk about a little bit of surf etiquette and the rules. Like, we're going to work out what the rules are. So kind of funny thing, right? Growing up surfing in the 90s, the surfing etiquette and the rules was kind of like a little bit like the Lord of the Flies. You know, like the toughest, fastest, strongest only survived. For slick's sake, we can't behave like that. It's 2024, we can't do it. It's just not on anymore. Surf fights are not cool. Let's do navigating out through the lineup. We'll come back to surf fights and poor etiquette, because that is really bad, and that was the 90s and 2000s. Pretty hectic stuff, like Lord of the Flies. Alright, so all jokes aside, even though that's pretty funny, surf fights are funny to watch, but they're pretty shitty to be involved in. But you've got to the beach, you've had a few lessons, and how the hell do you get out? Look at it, it's closing out. So here we go. Let's work it out and get out there. Here's a pretty poor animation I found on the internet to give a bit of a better explanation. You can see the rip, and the rip runs out from the beach because it's a deeper section of the water. And that way, all the waves that have broken in channel back out through that deeper section. Now, if you get stuck in that rip, you just paddle sideways. That's the old classic saying. But we use them like escalators or elevators to get back out as surfers. Now, if there isn't a rip like this beach break here at Kuta Beach and it's a little bit closing out, you need to take it on and time it by paddling as hard as you can, timing it between sets and doing a push-up and holding onto the rails on the balls of your feet to get through the wave. Now, I advise as a beginner progressing into intermediates is to get a guide to push you out into the waves and teach you how to do this and coach you. There's lots of good local guides here in Bali, and choose wisely. Now, doing this when you paddle directly at the whitewash promotes the nose of your board to come up and over the wave, and then once you're over the wave, you paddle back down and keep paddling back out. Now, if you're in the USA or Australia, I'd suggest doing private lessons. Now, this movement to get up and over the wave is just the first stage of your push-up. So you've been doing 10 of them every day, so it's easy. Doing private lessons, it's gonna just give you that one-on-one information and body mechanics, positioning, wave selection, and all these things that can take years and years of just failing. Failing is not failing is learning. But if you've got someone that has the know guiding you, that can be a much faster and smoother learning transition. So give it a go, keep watching my videos, like and subscribe, comment what you want to see, and I'll do some more coming up.